We have a panel discussion over here on the topic, today's teacher has to be multi-competent.
Good morning to all of you, the CEO, Mr. Kamra, and all the distinguished guests, and especially the teachers. I think it is the teachers who make the mayor go. We principals are just the headmasters sitting there finding faults with everyone, but the real role, the real actors are the teachers. So hats off to all the teachers present here, and especially the ones on the stage. So I want to start with a famous quote of Chanakya about a teacher, though it's not the exact language of Chanakya. A teacher is never an ordinary person. Construction and destruction can be produced in his or her lap. A teacher has a great hand in molding the character of future generations. So with these words, I like to start this discussion on the panel that teachers, they have to be multiple competent. We'll start from the corner there.
I'm a commerce teacher and I teach class 11th and 12th. And I do a lot of changes in the normal teaching. So I go beyond the normal teaching and I'm using technology to make teaching more effective. And to quote the reason why I do this is, have you all heard of a latest CBSE announcement that they are going to revamp class 10th and 12th board, and there will be shorter questions, and they are basically probing on your problem-solving ability rather than your rote learning. So even CBSE has realized that we need students who are not good at mugging up things, but we need students who understand, who can collaborate, who can think creatively, and who can go for a problem solving. So for this, as a teacher, I think we have a big role to play. We have to change our style of teaching. We have to incorporate certain new things into our teaching so that we are preparing our students for future.
Hello everyone, my name is Rashmi Kathuria and I am a mathematics teacher in Kulachi Hansraj Model School. From the past 24 years of teaching, I have realized that a teacher is not a teacher until or unless he or she is a learner. When we say a multi-talented teacher, what do we mean by it? A teacher who is at an evolving stage. If you are stagnant at some stage and if we think that we have learned everything, in that situation, we cannot evolve as a better person. We as a teacher have to provide lots of opportunities to the 21st century learners. And as a multi-talented teacher, we should seek knowledge and understanding of reaching to the last student of the class. I have seen and witnessed Indian teachers reaching to abroad and they are sharing their best strategies. Similarly, Indian teachers are bringing best to their classrooms. So it is the world of collaboration, and through technology we can achieve it. We don't have to wait and we have to just move on.
My name is Bhavna and I would like to really thank AX for giving us this opportunity. We have come all the way from UAE, Dubai. Regarding the being as a teacher, my only goal is that when my child leaves the school, when he finishes his 12th, what skills I'm giving to the child. What am I bringing to the child so that when he goes out in the world, in the society, how he is going to live by, do things over there. So the most important thing is that basically which I feel is the 5 C's which we need to remember. The first is teaching them by creativity. A lot of creativity has to go so that they can work. Then what about the critical thinking? We have to make them think. If they do not know how to think, that's a big problem for us. The next one is most important is the caring. We have to see that we care for them, we work with them, we teach them sympathy, we teach them empathy, so that they know what they are going to do outside in the world. And then we have the content thinking skills which they have to know, what they are learning. So the only thing I would like to say, as Albert Einstein has said, education is not only learning, it is the basically tracking them and how to do things in skillful way. I have to ask them to think in different way. Thank you.
Why today's teachers need to be multi-competent? Number one, because we are teaching and we are ourselves 1 in 7 billion living people. And I follow a principle in a school that my students are loved. They are listened to, and we are teaching people with life. Yell for that. Oh, they are observed not only inside the classroom, outside the classroom as well, and provided opportunity with. Number 3, V, for validating what concerns they have and validating what they ask with the school, with the teachers, with the management. E, to empathize and to give the energy to the students to tell, yes, your enthusiasm is valid. Your education is important for us as it is important for you to your parents. And D, dedication and disciplined students. And to do all this, a teacher completing only the syllabus is not enough. A teacher focusing only the marks is not enough. I take my students to a level of imagination. Even the smallest, the second standard student of my school are now able to communicate. And this is my first experience full-time as a teacher.
My name is Selçuk Yusuf Arslan. I am from Turkey. I am an IT teacher. I want to say about an important issue, mastering one field or having knowledge on multiple fields. I think we can achieve both. We can master our field and we can achieve, we can have decent knowledge on other fields so that we can be multiple teachers. Another factor in being a multi-competent teacher is personal development. We have to innovate ourselves as teachers. To do this, I'm trying to improve myself on fields like artificial intelligence, space, and STEM. These are mandatory for teachers who is trying to make difference. Otherwise, I will be an ordinary teacher, and I don't prefer to be so.
A very wonderful good morning to everyone. Thank you, AKS, for giving me this platform. This is Dr. Vagmita Tyagi, Vice Principal, Gargi Girls School, Meerut. The multitasking teachers, para-academics, and yes, as a teacher, first of all, I do believe that it is a need of an hour. We too, as students, have lived in the age where a very famous proverb I would like to quote in case if we all remember, spare the rod and spoil the child. Yes, that was a proverb that we had heard, but with the changing times and scenarios, it too has changed. There are no more rods, and trust me, the children are not getting spoiled. Why is this happening? It is happening because we are multitasking, because we are not teachers. We are not just carrying chalk and duster to the class with the books. We are there with a vision. We are there with a mission to enrich the student's life. As a teacher, I do believe that a child sitting right in front of me is not just my student. It is a dream. The dream that the parents have handed me over. The dream that I need to nurture. That the need I need to take care to the heights which the parents expect and which the teacher, as I too expect from my student. Motivator, this is what I am for my students.
My name is Gaurav Mishra. I'm much thankful and grateful to AKS for providing all of us this wonderful, amazing, awesome platform. My experience says that we have been struggling with pedagogy and andragogy. So I was not knowing this term andragogy. So while being in the States, I realized that this is the method that a lot of research is being done in the United States right now these days. And their whole focus area is not pedagogy now, it's andragogy. So if I break it down, so pedagogy is divided into two words, peda and gogy. Peda means a child, and the gogy means how we lead a child. And andragogy simply means, andra means an adult, and the gogy means the way we lead the adults. So now here comes the catch. We all have been dealing with students. I mean, we all have been dealing with school-going students, and sometimes we treat them as kids, as child, and we try to do some spoon feeding for them. I'm very much inspired by the panel here when they talk about authentic education, authentic learning. So I will stress upon here experiential learning. So experiential learning is the one that is based upon andragogy. So pedagogy, if on one hand pedagogy is based upon the concept of maybe fear or authority, andragogy is based upon the concept of inspiration and motivation. So just look at these kids. They are so much internet savvy. I mean, sometimes we feel like they know more than us. The information, knowledge is on their fingertips. My 2-year-old kid doesn't eat food, doesn't do his dinner unless he gets the YouTube video in front of him. So they are on a diet of this excessive information in front of them. And of course, they might have this attitude while they grow up that we know it all. To get them engaged, to make them learn faster and effectively, I think, this is my personal belief, that andragogy is the right method.
Then there is another quote in Sanskrit. Gyan Shakti Samudhay Tattva Mala Vibhushita Bhakti Mukti Pradata Che Tasme Shri Guru Nama. Salutations to the noble soul who is established in the power of knowledge, adorned with the garland of various principles, and is the bestower of prosperity and liberation. So the goal of the teacher is not achieved by just giving good academic results. It is much beyond that. Apart from providing perfect knowledge of the subject, a teacher must impart various skills that all of you agree to it. Skills such as value of inclusion, effective communication, connect with real life, power to ask questions. This is very important. The curiosity of the child should never be, it should be quenched. This is very, very important. Then acceptance for ignorance. If you don't know something, accept it that you don't know it. This is very important. Even the child should accept it. And above all, learning how to learn. This is important. In the beginning, what happens, in the first 5 classes, students, they get very good marks. But when they come to, after 6, they don't get good marks. Why? Because till class 5, they were made to mug up things. But when the actual learning comes, even the parents are not able to help them. So they have to learn on their own. So that is important, how to learn. This is a very important thing. So thank you.